Shoulder.
Shoulder.
We're at 25%.
He.
I got this awful cough now, so that's fun. So it keeps fucking it up here and there, here and there. But anyways, I'm not trying to hijack this show. So Javier, you being aka the Funk, being the main one who runs it, I will let you spew out topics, and you best damn believe I will come and deliver, and not some stupid ass person in their parents' basement.
Well, I just wanted to point out that you got injured like Cody did get injured couple years ago. What?
No. I got injured, and unlike Big E being a little pussy, I actually went and got surgery. So
That is right. And you're coming back.
I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't no guess and tell. I'm freaking coming back.
That is right. That is right. So, welcome to another episode of The Wrestling Bar with The Funk, P. Coda, and The Drunk. What we're going to talk about today, we just watched Monday Night Raw, 2 hour, one of the final shows on the USA Network. It was bad. It was pretty bad. It had 3 matches.
Yeah.
Three matches. The title match with Judgment Day and the War Raiders. The 3-way for the Women's Intercontinental tournament.
The crackhead, the back, and the party hoe.
That's right. That's right. And the crackhead won. And and the first match that lasted like 40 minutes was the the Intercontinental title match, Ludwig Kaiser versus Braun Breaker. That was a good match though. Too long. It went too long.
It did go too long, and I want to say Triple H, really, man? Like, I understand you're giving the wrestlers off. I would applaud you, but I only have one hand. So, with that being said, throw on a 4-hour show for the live crowd. Don't have them come to a 2-hour show and then freaking make 2 hours and a 4-hour content giving us nothing but commercials. Raw sucked.
Hey, Aaron just joined. What's up, man?
What's happening, gentlemen?
What up, Smoke Dog?
And he froze.
Somebody was trying to FaceTime me. What y'all talking about?
How shitty Raw was?
It's gonna be shitty, man. They're saving hella money for this Netflix rollout. It's gonna be a new Titantron, a new stage, a new ring. It's gonna be new everything. They ain't spending no more dough on this year on shit. WWE.
That's why they showed a lot of commercials.
Was Saturday, and you see how bullshit Saturday was. They ain't spent shit on Saturday.
It was.
I think though we were all expecting it to be PLE level when it's a weekly show. That's what they were playing it as. An hour and a half.
Yeah, but Saturday Night Main Event, I like the show. We didn't get many surprises, but we got Jesse the Body Ventura. We got Pat McAfee back for the night. Those were two great things that happened. What else happened there?
We had Michael Cole directing everybody during a commercial break because they didn't mute it. So, yep.
Yeah, I saw that. That's live TV, baby. Live
I was
TV.
like, what is that? I was like, what is that noise in the back? I was like, who is talking? Like, oh, that's Michael.
I'm glad he didn't say anything racist or, something out of place.
He's the type to drop an F-bomb real quick.
Yeah. I'm glad he didn't say anything like that. And speaking of racist, Tessa Blanchard came back on TNA Final Resolution.
Okay. All right.
They probably gave her
The
a
moment I
minimal.
have been waiting for. I think that Tessa owes me and Zach, aka Mr. Crunk, and our accomplice in crime, the Funk, her whole damn career. Why is this? Let's rewind the clock, and I will have the Funk put up the footage when this podcast goes live for all you boys and girls and oldies to know. We hijacked a whole entire pay-per-view. All in AEW.
Still is vivid in my mind.
Yep. Never see a better one than that.
Now the unsanctioned lights out match. Thunder Rosa pick up the victory in the running drop kick in the corner. And Nyla Rose in real trouble here, as is Jamie Hayter. Tony's strategy.
Two guys, two out of, I don't know, 40,000, some odd thousand people when AEW was actually good. Two people.
Wait, when was that?
Shouting out, "We want Tessa." Two people. And the whole 40,000 something crowd saying, "No, we don't." Two people, mind you. I was one of them. And it was all in. It was during the Joker's Wild match. And then Dave Metzler, everybody else made a big buzz about it. And, you know, they were like, "Oh, these guys, blah, 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 blah." And then TNA came to Chicago and they ran a pay-per-view, and Jordan Grace did her open challenge, and everybody's just like, "Oh, it's going to be an NXT person that comes out. Who's it going to be?" And I stood up, shouted from the top of my lungs, "We want Tessa," in front of a less populated crowd, audible as hell on there, which the Funk will also share that beautiful beam footage.
And now, answering her open challenge.
Juggernaut, 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 juggernaut. We want Tessa. No, we don't. We want Tessa.
And now,
No, we don't.
answering her open challenge.
We want Tessa. No, we don't. We want Tessa. No, we don't. We want Tessa. No.
And very audible. Jordan Grace looked right at me and she was surprised. I was just spitting prophecy. I was spitting the spoilers right there. Because who the hell came back and beat the shit out of her? None other. Diamonds are forever, baby.
Yep,
Tessa is back, and hashtag we got Tessa.
Yep. I remember
So
I remember going to a Ring of Honor show, I think it was in Center Stage, and I was the only guy. We want Tessa, and Jason was by my side, just embarrassed. One of our friends, and everyone was like, "No, we don't." Yeah, we did our part.
To everybody's thing, you know, I just want to clear some air. Am I an advocate of racism? No, not at all. But she is a damn good wrestler, and
She is.
let's you know, rewind the clock. Do all wrestlers do some pretty shitty things? Yeah. Look at Vince McMahon. Look at Hulk Hogan. Look at The Dream. Look, you know, it just spans everywhere.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah, Chris Benoit. But this lady, this individual was not only a TNA women's champion, she was the only woman to hold the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt. The only woman. And she put it on the line against Taya Valkyrie. So the only two women to ever compete for a World Heavyweight Championship match of its kind. She is a trendsetter. And yes, am I glad to see her back? Not for all the bullshit, but for her wrestling.
Yes.
Bar none. Bar none. And yes, I want to see Tessa versus Charlotte. That's what I want to see. She's in TNA. They have a partnership. So just saying.
Charlotte ain't gonna do that shit. She got a Mexican husband. She gonna be like, man, suck a dick. I ain't doing that shit.
Hey, Tessa can spit that Spanish.
Tessa had that Mexican husband too, Daga.
Yeah, it ain't gay if it's in a three-way.
I bet he cussed her ass out when she got home that night. Like, you lost your fucking mind, bitch. You forgot?
So, I mean, we are lucky to have a diverse cast here on the podcast. So, Phil, Aaron, do you think that Tessa needs to apologize for the remarks that she said back then years ago?
I mean, has she?
She has not, to my knowledge.
I think she has, she has dismissed those allegations.
Yeah.
If you look into it, she's like, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Well, if she did do it by now, she needs to just be like, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. I don't think she has. What do you think, Phil?
I think you need to apologize just to clear it out, do it in writing, get your legal on board. You don't have you don't have a lot of time left really in your career. You're over here wrestling in high school. She's 29. No. For the last couple of years, dude, she was wrestling in high schools.
Yeah, them mats is different. Them shits beat your ass.
Okay. So from a professional wrestling perspective, you got about a good 10 years on you. From a women's perspective, mostly.
Maybe. Because now she got to do that shit multiple times a week.
Right. So,
but how do you do it if you're a heel?
Get your attorneys, bro.
True.
You don't have to do it yourself. Please don't do any damn thing yourself. Get your attorneys. Go get your money. Because you could literally be headlining WrestleMania within the next 2 years if you play your cards right.
Man, Triple H ain't never gonna let that shit happen. He's gonna be like, we don't need her. We'll just have Charlotte headlining and it'll be the same amount sold, same amount watched, probably more. We don't need her.
I mean, that writes money right there. Charlotte versus Tessa?
Yeah.
It does write money, but what we know writes money is Charlotte with anybody at WrestleMania because she ain't gonna just wrestle any slouch. And Tessa, I don't feel like Charlotte would be like, she'll be like, I don't need that shit. Like, for what?
This is horsewomen shit. Like, this is original horsewomen shit.
Yeah.
This is a match like bar none.
But
to set that up.
Do you think that, say if Chris Benoit was alive and he got out of prison by now, do you think anybody would do anything with him?
Brock Lesnar.
Fuck no, Brock Lesnar would be like, yeah, I'll do it with him. I'm going to kill him on purpose. I'm gonna kill him in the ring. I'm gonna kill him. Like, fuck this guy, and I won't go to prison for it. Whoops, my bad. Going F5 him on his head.
You cannot compare what Benoit did.
Well, no, that's like the worst. That's the worst. But if they let Hogan back and people just forgot about that Hogan shit, like nobody mentions that shit anymore.
Yeah.
If they let Hogan back, then they have to let her back because we heard him say that shit. We didn't hear her say that shit.
So to give some context, the allegations were, based off my memory, that in some event in backstage, she assaulted Maribel. She's a Dominican wrestler. She's being in TNA, and she's of dark skin. And she called her the N-word when she was insulting her backstage.
And apparently, to give more color to that, she
no pun intended.
She spit in her face before she said the slur.
Oh, see, there will be no more Tessa.
Right.
Tessa should be rest in peace. Just not able to do that. Because I tell
Exactly.
you what, if y'all ever witness that happen to me, just call 911
Right.
immediately. Because all bets are off. I mean, she's highly disrespectful. You can tell by the way she carries her character that that's easy for her to be like super disrespectful, mean girl, not give a shit. So I
Right.
mean, it's on brand and it works. But if you're doing that shit in real life, like yeah, ask what's little man from AEW that got smacked by Punk? Ask him how that works. Ask little man how that works. Jungle Boy,
It's
ask
the
him how that shit
Jungle
works.
Boy,
I
Yeah,
mean,
ask
Chuck
him.
hey,
Berry.
you know, she's she plays her character well because she is that character like Charlie Sheen, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and
She's
she's legacy, so I mean, shit.
she's gone full heel to the core.
You
To the core.
probably heal at the house too. Get your bitch ass up and make this fucking bed.
But that could also make you very hard to work with, right? I could see that as well. So it's a double-edged sword.
And then she's
Yeah.
good. She's good and she's a bitch. So
Yeah.
she can be
One
like,
of
nah, we ain't doing that.
one of the challenges she may have in WWE is Chelsea Green. She has been publicly vocal against her. So
And they'll
that's a
listen. They'll favor Chelsea over
oh
Tessa.
yeah. Oh yeah. They will.
Hmm,
They will.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's
Triple H
dominant.
is
She's
starting to do
dominant.
some. I don't know.
After this weekend, where it's clear like what's gonna happen in the next 3 to 5 years with her, I
I
First
mean, we'll
mean,
see.
ever, yeah, first ever women's United States champion.
Hey, that's a perfect segue too, because Chelsea Green, man, I remember when she was like marrying Grado on TNA, and then she came back with the crazy uh,
Bright.
wedding gimmick, and the makeup all smeared over, and she was just like a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like, good for
she's
her.
always been good. She's
Good for
always
her.
been
Oh
good.
yeah.
She's funny as hell.
Well deserved, Chelsea. Well
Yeah,
deserved.
she's funny. She'll be
Absolutely.
around for a while.
Better than your husband.
She was on Lucha Underground. Lucha Underground too. Shout out to her on Lucha Underground
Oh
too.
yes,
Oh, she
absolutely.
was on that
She
going
was.
crazy on
Absolutely.
there. Going crazy.
Absolutely.
Getting her ass beat on that one.
But I
Absolutely.
mean, she's what was it? I think Nick Aldis said it, or somebody said it like as far as like 5 minutes, she uses every minute of that and just really sells it. I mean, there's never a dull moment with her.
No.
So, like,
No.
Yeah,
again, I would applaud, but I only have one hand.
because you got to think too. She doesn't come from like a super athletic background. Nobody in her family does this shit. She's
Yeah.
not an athlete, so she's got to go the extra mile, even on the mic and just being extra funny in the during the match. She has to think the whole entire time. For somebody like Tessa can just all right, she can just kind of check out for the match because she's that good and she can just go off muscle memory and her computer
Mm-hmm.
will take over.
I
So
mean,
I like to see it from Chelsea. She's dope.
Chelsea even said she was just like she wished that she was in the Divas era because she was just like that is like where I would like flourish. And they had some
Yeah,
hot takes in the Divas era, but again, I hear that from her, but she's also like a breath of fresh air too when it comes to
yeah,
like the comedic relief without it being corny and cheesy like most of these other people start doing. So, I commend her. Good win
yeah,
and right person to fit the bill.
yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure.
She knows her character and she does a great job not only on TV but on social media. She works her ass off in social media
Mm-hmm.
as well. So yeah, she's a
She's
win.
she's she's a all. I feel like if you meet her in real life, the character she turns it on. I feel like you could say some bullshit to her and she'll respond as Chelsea.
Speaking of that, speaking of that,
Uh-oh.
Lillian needs to watch The Dark Knight. She needs to listen to Harvey Dent because she retired as a hero and she came back and good God almighty, just in the dumpster. Lillian, just stop.
So do
Just
you
She
think
stop.
fucked somebody's name up so bad Saturday. I forget who, but she fucked somebody's shit up so bad.
God, I mean, it's like literally like how do you become you are a seasoned vet, you go away, you have somebody else come in, they
That you taught.
rework, they
That you taught
reinvent
how to do it.
stuff.
That
Well,
you
yeah,
taught
but
how.
they
Like you
reinvent
fucked.
things and then they leave because they're like, this was just a side gig. This is not my passion. This is not what I want to do. And then you come back, and then instead of like going from your old take or developing something new, you go to your pupil and you try to like
Try to
do what
copy it.
she was doing and do it worse.
Yeah, her
The
Chelsea
green
dream crap.
cracks in her voice. Oh,
Yeah, her Chelsea
Horrible.
dream crap.
no,
So
ma'am.
so do you think it's because she is not good, or is it because Samantha Irvin was so damn good that now we have that higher standard to compare
Well,
her with? I don't know. It's
Option
Lillian,
B.
yeah, B. Well, I don't know. It might be a C option where she just was gone too long. And she was at the house chilling, bro. She was chilling, taking care of kids and shit. Like she was
I'm in that
chilling.
boat.
She was chilling. Like even with us, if we stopped each of our jobs for a year, you know how hard it would be back to get back good at our job. It would be pretty like it would take a while, at least a quarter, to get back
Okay,
like in the flow. That happened to me at COVID, bro. I was like, oh fuck, I don't know how to bartend. What the fuck?
but but let her go do main event or NXT or something. Don't put you on the main roster. Why do I have to listen to you on January 6th?
Now that's disrespectful though. That's disrespectful though
Do you,
because
do
she
you see this in
is
my eyes?
like the matriarch for all those announcers, even the guys. She like
You're
go ahead,
you're as
Phil.
good as your last performance,
okay.
and then you're trying to take somebody else's stuff.
I'll ask you
Stick
this,
to your
Phil.
script.
I'll ask you this, Phil. Who was the ring announcer before her?
Before Samantha Irving?
Lillian
Yeah, Lillian.
Oh,
Wasn't it
before
Finkel?
Lillian, Adam Finkel.
Finkel, and who was before Finkel?
Before Finkel was
No, I think we have a
We
bunch.
don't
We,
know.
so Phil, you
We don't
forgot
know.
about like 10 people between Finkel and
well,
Lillian Garcia.
the,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
The ones that you know are the ones that are the best.
Yeah.
Lillian at the time was better than Finkel. We
I
got tired of Finkel.
remember I remember Tori Wilson did it for some time.
Trash.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
remember
yeah,
when
yeah. You're right.
God, who was that one
Uh,
girl who I hated who called Ginger Mahal? It was like the redhead girl.
Christy Hemme?
No, the other one that really sucked. She was like the redhead. She was on Total Divas.
Let me see.
Eva
Oh,
Marie?
yeah.
Yes.
Eva
Yeah.
Marie did re-announcing? Did she?
For like a
Yes.
month,
And
bro.
she
They
was
got rid of her quick.
awful. She
They
called
got rid of her
Ginger
quick.
Ginger
She
Mahal.
sucked at everything.
Put that in too. Put that clip in too. You'll see.
So
Meanwhile,
That's
there's
what I
10 other
didn't
girls
like,
that look just like that and didn't get no play.
and
so I
that's what I didn't like about all that diva stuff. And I'm glad that we're in the women's revolution.
I
Yeah,
like the
'cause
diva
now
stuff too. I like the diva stuff too. I
I
enjoy
mean, if
that.
we had Chelsea Greens, they could do like both.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the
it was only one
Bellas,
or the other.
trash.
trash.
Yes, very
I
trash.
pulled the Sportster, and they had Brandy Rose as one of the WWE ring
Yeah.
announcers. She was Eden Styles back
Yeah.
then.
Oh, I
Um,
do remember. That was right before
there's this
Stardust.
dude that I can remember, Greg Hamilton.
Nope, don't know him. He sucks.
Don't know him. Um, Jeremy Borash, he didn't do any announcing on WWE. Christy Hemme, apparently.
Chrissy was cool. Chrissy was alright. I do remember her from what, like 2010s?
Oh, JoJo. Remember JoJo?
Oh yes.
Oh
I
How
do
could we
yeah.
remember.
forget?
See, she
Yeah.
couldn't wrestle worth a damn. She kept getting
No.
her ass hurt. So they were like, "You're too pretty to leave. You just go announce." And she was not good at that either. Where is
Kimmel,
JoJo? Oh,
Tony
well,
Kimmel,
JoJo's at the house chilling now.
Tony Kimmel.
JoJo's busy.
Don't remember Tony Kimmel anymore.
Mm-mm.
Justin Roberts, which is in
Yep.
AEW now.
Yep.
Dude,
And my point
Justin
is, the
Roberts
only
with
ones we know are the good ones.
Justin Roberts was a good one. I still loved when Daniel Bryan choked him out with his own
But
tie.
for WWE, and I think that shit is a very unique sport, and I only not for any other reason, but just like it makes sense. I only want to hear the women ring announce. I don't want to hear a guy ring announcer in the WWE. I want to hear a woman ring announcer because the tone can be manipulated so much with the voices, and we learned that with the Samantha. We learned
Yeah,
that with
but
her.
This
again,
is
it's
the one I
like,
would get. This is the one I would get if I was in WWE. Melissa Santos from Lucha Underground.
sure, like
Yo.
She's amazing.
she was
Yo.
great.
She was
Like,
great.
do something new, do something
She's
like
on Ring of
original.
Honor though, I think, isn't she?
I don't watch Ring of Honor, so I have no idea. But if you know it, you know it.
I'm
I think she's
surprised
on
no
Ring of Honor.
other. I'm
She's
surprised no other wrestler has pulled a shut up. I do my own ring announcing yet.
right. She's
Mr. Kennedy.
Mr. Well, but I think Aaron means like recently
Yeah,
on
in
the current
recent
roster.
history. Here you go, boo.
Gotcha,
Yeah, and
gotcha.
Alberto Del Rio had his own ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez. I think Melissa Santos is Brian Cage's wife in AEW, so she probably gets a gig there. So Ring of Honor makes sense. So
She was on
Dasha
the Spanish.
Fuentes, Dasha
Dasha Fu-
Fuentes,
yeah, Dasha Gonzalez. Yeah, Dasha Fuentes, Dasha
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. Yeah, she was on the
Hey,
Spanish announce team. She was really good.
She was
have y'all noticed during every Punk and Seth like interaction, they're really talking shit to each other, like real life. Fuck you, man.
That's because they both suck in real life. I have met both of them, and
I
they're
can see that. I can see that.
jackasses.
I can see that. I
First
can see that.
off, let's see
Oh,
here.
More
Ran
than
into
Seth.
CM Punk 3 times up in Chicago. Hey man, can't get a picture? No, right now. Hey man, I'm like, okay, cool. You suck. Whatever. And then Mr. Seth freaking Rollins, when he was the champ, who was his actual J&J security at the squared circle? This guy. I was one half of J&J security at the squared circle. There's a whole bunch of people. He's eating there for free, getting his meal. And then he whispers to me as he's getting ready to get out, and he literally says, "Get me the fuck out of here." And I'm like, word? It's like that? You don't want to talk to any of your fans? All right this way. And blew past everybody. That man and Punk are jackasses. So you know what? Let them fight for free. That's what they amount to. A free televised event that you don't have to pay for because they're washed up, they're has-beens, they're clowns.
Now,
So screw them.
my finessing brethren. You are my brother in finessing. We lie, cheat, steal together, and I love you for that. As someone who
Hell
gets
yeah.
overstimulated on the regular, I've probably met over 500,000 people in my life because of my profession. I will be that same asshole eventually. If you walk up to me at the wrong time, I will probably be it, man. Not right now, but I'm like
Yeah,
that
but like
now.
if you are at a meet and greet,
Oh well, yeah, I would just wouldn't go to the meet and greet if I didn't feel like it. If I'm at the meet and greet, I'm
right?
clocked in. I'm at my job.
Exactly. This man was just like deuces, but you
Yeah,
know,
like
as a
in
little last take, because you know I hate them so much, and I think that there's one other girl that gets our praise is how about Tony Storm? You know, I'm glad she's finally all elite. It's a breath of
yes.
fresh air.
She's been gone so
Um,
long. I mean, where has she been all
she's been
this
gone for a
time?
minute.
I don't think she's
At
been
the
gone.
house
You know,
chilling,
she
working
just made
out.
her debut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And she's right on the top of the card.
As she should be.
She should
And nobody
be.
watched her debut on Saturday.
Well, technically, her
Friday?
debut was on
It
Friday.
was on Rampage. It was on
No, it was on Collision. I thought it was on Collision.
It was
I think
Rampage
it
and
was
then Collision, I
Rampage and then
think.
Collision. Yeah, it was
Not on
Rampage, then
Dynamite.
It's not on
Tony
Dynamite.
Khan.
Oh my
I
They
said
god.
that
Tony
out.
Khan.
AEW really sucks.
How
They
he does-
really could have
how
just built
doesn't he
this story.
Why doesn't he put his biggest wrestlers on the biggest show?
It doesn't make any sense.
It's
He
called
should
Dynamite.
focus on Dynamite. It doesn't make any sense, but that's how
It's
he
called
sees it.
Dynamite.
And
It's the first show of the week.
Because he's got Moxley.
That guy is
Shake it,
falling
shake
off
it,
the
shake
boat
it.
so fast.
But I did like Christian's promo on Moxley.
yeah, the
What did he
next
say? I
AEW
missed
That
What
champion.
man
did he
is a
say?
heel in real life and a heel on the mic. Unless we'll pop that in too.
Yeah.
So
What did
the
he
Funk's
say?
got a
What
lot
did
of
he
homework.
say?
He's gonna pop that in too. You know.
He said something about him having another drink. Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He went there. He went
Yes.
And he's
there.
a heavy drinker in real life.
Yeah. He went there.
Dude knock a six back before a match type shit. Yeah, he's definitely an alcoholic. Oh man.
Yep. Yep.
Christian's probably like, man, I've been doing this shit 25 years, man. I'm gonna say what I want. What y'all gonna do? Kill me? I'm probably worth 10, 15 million dollars. I'm gonna get these pussies to pay the fuck out of me, and I'm gonna say what the fuck I want on this bitch. And if they get tired, at least it won't be my check that gets cut. I dare you to find me. I'll beat your ass, Tony. That's what type of time a lot of those old guys on. Like, you're not gonna tell me what to do. You here because of me. You watched me when you was still trying to get some ass, boy. Sit down. Let me teach you how to do this. You was trying to sniff some panties. I was out there in real life getting thrown off Titantron. Fuck out of here.
So speaking of panties, this was a great episode. We talk about Tessa Blanchard. We talk about Chelsea Green and Tony Storm. So
Lillian.
Yeah, and Lillian.
Granny panties.
She also
forget
got
that.
panties.
It was a wild night. It was a wild night, man.
Yes, it was a wild night.
It
Thank
was a
you,
blow
women
night.
out there in wrestling. Thank you, women out in wrestling, for entertaining us.
Yes, thank
We
you.
really appreciate you. Unless you're Lillian Garcia, which apparently we don't appreciate much.
I feel like she'll get back to norm. She'll get back to her norm. We love
Yeah,
her.
new
We love her
content.
shit.
Just
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
be original. Be you. That's why
Be
we
you.
fell in love with
Be
you.
you.
That's
Save it for
right.
Netflix.
Yeah,
Be
that's
you.
all I want.
Be
Just be yourself.
Yeah, be yourself.
Yes.
You got it, man. You got it. We're no closet basement bums with pink bathrobes or anything. So yeah.
But I got my ugly sweater.
That is a dope sweater. Not gonna
Cody
lie about
Rhodes.
that. That is a
Yeah,
dope
Cody
one.
Rhodes is trash, but we'll bring that up in the next episode or something.
Just give appreciation for the
'Cause
awesomeness of the
I am
sweater,
glad
please,
that
someone besides
We
me.
got Woods calling him a liar, and Kevin Owens calling him a liar. Something that I've always said at the beginning of this
whoa,
chat.
whoa, whoa.
Cody is a liar.
We have to save this for a full episode. We have to save this for a full episode, and it's good timing now with Xavier Woods coming and all that. It's good timing. So for the next one, we'll do this.
You're basically doing my story without me.
Hey Zach, it's Tessa Blanchard. Right now I'm in Arena, Mexico. I just finished my match. I wanted to say thank you for all your support. Tonight was a crazy night. I'm a little bit tired, but I really want to say thank you for support. Remember, diamonds are forever. So is Tessa Blanchard. Mwah. Besitos.